Oh, we harmonized a little bit for a little bit. Yeah.
That was kind of dope.
Yeah, we kind of gave up.
I would say do it again.
Yeah. Oh man. So what's going on, John? Man, we got a lot of things to catch up on. First of all, we got to talk about the goddamn live podcast show that we did for episode 10. Oh, by the way, fuck Miss Sally. That's just first thing off the cuff.
Live being a very loose term. It was just the first one we ever got on video with in front of an audience.
In front of a live audience of you know, some of our close friends, some ex people on the podcast and stuff like that. And I think the live show went pretty well, I think, for the most part.
I agree. Now, the thing is, it was a different experience. I'll say that at the very least.
We got way more like lighting and production than I thought we would.
Yeah, because Bill just happened to have lights in his car.
I swear to God, like it just happened to be there, and it just made it like that much better and feeling more professional. He was like a TV pro person since like the 6th grade. He's like, oh yeah, I just have all this equipment in my car. Yeah. I was just like, wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course, Victoria came in and handled the camera.
Yes, she worked that camera. And there's a lot of interesting topics and discussions and stuff. Matt was also on the podcast as well.
Exactly.
Shout out to Matt, my boy.
He is OG John's Closet.
OG John's Closet, yeah.
I don't know if I should say this, but there's a secret episode somewhere in the world.
Yes.
Where the three of us did have our own podcasts ranting about Suicide Squad and other bullshit.
Yes. Oh my God.
You remember that shit?
Oh yeah, I forgot what we talked about, but damn, Suicide. Yeah, that just like unearthed like past hatred and like pain in my heart.
So this is a PSA. If you ever get the opportunity to watch Suicide Squad, don't ever pay for it. Pirate it. Please pirate it.
Yeah.
Do not waste your money on that shit.
Fuck that shit.
That was awful.
Yeah.
And honestly, if there's any movie that should be taken not seriously at all, this is definitely the movie. Like, please don't take this movie seriously. Yeah. The only thing that's worse is when Kevin Spacey became a cat.
With the 9 lives or whatever the fuck that. Yo, dude, R.I.P. Kevin Spacey. I know he's not dead. He might as well be dead, dude. Dude, you know what? Just a little sidebar. You know what's fucked up about this whole this whole Me Too moment? Everybody who I really, really liked, all of them got Me Too, man. Louis C.K., Kevin Spacey. I was like, yo, man, Kevin Spacey is one of, like, I love that dude. I love House of Cards. I love his acting. I was like, well, fuck me. I gotta keep that on the low. I was like, yo, man, I kind of. It's like, who's one of your favorite comedians?
Sydney, I hope you know you're going to hell. Like, it's just gonna happen.
Man, look, hey, man, it is what it is. What happened, but I just saw that pattern. I was like, damn, like who else do I? Maybe I need to stop liking people because, like, I swear, all my favorite people, like my top 5 favorite people, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All got caught up, man. Damn. Just
it's really unfortunate.
Oh, I meant to say this one last thing. There was a post from the last show thing that happened that wasn't filmed, right? I don't want to say who it was, but it was a very funny discussion.
Oh my God.
Whatever. My only thing in my heart. This is how I know I really like podcasting or whatever, and I feel like I'm really getting into it. That entire discussion, you know what I thought about afterwards? Damn, I wish I had that on audio. It was just such a great, funny moment in a little debate that I had with the person, whatever. So I was like, fuck.
See, I remember it was getting pretty heated, and so I dipped a little bit from the conversation. Not because, I was just like, this is too dicey. No, it was because, our buddy Robert was there.
Yeah.
He was really drunk.
Yeah.
And we had this beautiful heart-to-heart.
Right.
It was just, it was like, I was seeing drunk, enlightened Robert.
Right.
Like, he had, like, all the motivational speaker stuff that people tend to, like, spit out.
Yeah.
Like, do things that challenge you. Be a better person. Like yourself. Love yourself,
right.
He was saying all of that, but it felt so genuine because he was drunk.
Right. Something about it, like you're just like,
I'm usually a huge cynic when it comes to that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the universe is gonna die from heat death. It's like,
yeah. But then Robert comes in, and I'm just like, I found the Messiah in this very large, very muscular drunk man. Just like I might try to found or try to
Dude,
start a
that's
new
a good
religion.
point, dude. You think Jesus was enlightened? Yo, imagine how enlightened he was when he was wasted at the Last Supper, dude. Jesus
Listen,
was like
the
been
Bible
dropping
talks about
crazy
two
shit.
goddamn things: wine and shit that don't make sense.
Dude, think about it. God drunk, and he just like only a couple of his boys over there, the 12 disciples. They just know what drunk Jesus was like, and he's just chopping this crazy shit. Yo, I want to see that part of the chapter.
True facts.
We need that Judas book. I know it's a Judas book. There's probably like, yo, man, when Jesus gets turned up and drunk, man, he starts like fucking with people, starts levitating and shit, but he can't keep his balance.
And then he's like, then when you try to give him water, he just turns it into wine and
and
just gets more drunk.
Yeah, because wine makes you dehydrated and you need water. He's like, nope, party's still going. What you gonna do? I'm God. God damn, dude. Hey man, we need that book, but it's a little bit too controversial for our Christian listeners. Are like just pressing that pause button.
It's just like, did they really just say that? How dare you?
How dare they?
Well, how dare you, people that listen to the podcast, that listen to a podcast called John's Closet, with very obvious homosexual undertones.
Yes, it's already too late.
We're 11 episodes in now.
Yeah, episode number 11 is right now.
If you don't understand the joke of this podcast, I'm sorry. I'm letting you know now, just so that it's out in the air. Part of the title of this podcast has several homosexual undertones about coming out of the closet. Just making you all aware.
Yeah. Some of it, actually a lot of it, may be true. Who knows? Come to John's Closet and you'll find out.
Sydney's from the Keys. It's definitely Sydney.
Way to air me out, dog. How about they do a fucking 50-50?
Listen, Sydney, you're the only person I know that's been to a foam party.
Oh, my gosh.
In the Keys behind a bar with naked white men.
Have I told the story on the podcast?
I don't remember.
I'll tell a quick story. All right, so I was in the Key West or whatever. Key West is where I'm from. If you've never been to Key West, it's a little small, tiny island. It's very like liberal, open. There's a big homosexual, trans, bi, LGBT community, or whatever. It's been like that since I was born, since the 90s or whatever, 80s. Yeah. And the best way I can describe Key West is the last time I was there, I was seeing my homies or whatever for a little reunion or whatever. I was going to a baby shower. And my homeboy, Zephaniah, right, he was sick in the bathroom or whatever. Now, there's two bathrooms. There's a private bathroom in the front, and then there's public bathrooms in the back, right? And this is the 801 bar. This is a gay bar. I've been there. I've been there a couple times, but I haven't actually stayed there for a long time or whatever. So I thought he was in the back, in the public bathroom. Right? So I walk to the public bathroom, whatever, and the men's door is at the end, right? And then there's a back door to the back, right? So I open up the public bathroom, I see he's not in there. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe what's in the back? Right? So mind you,
open up the bar's back door.
Back door. This is first mistake. Right? That back pussy is that's what they say. That's what they call the assholes, back pussy. Pussy is what they say. Look that shit up. Anyways, so I open up the bussy, right? Right. Mind you, this is like Friday at 3 a.m. Super late. And I open up the door, and the first thing I see is two white dudes, completely naked, right? One of them sucking the dude's dick. That's not the thing that fazed me. I was like, okay. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm open. I'm woke. I was like, I'm not gonna be disturbed. But see, I mean, look, I've been living in Key West for way too long. I've seen mad gay shit. So that's not gonna faze me at first, right? So I keep on walking. I swear to fucking God, there was an entire maybe 30, maybe 40 all gay white dudes having a full fucking foam party with a DJ pool party at 3 a.m. Everybody's naked, making out, sucking mad white dick. And I just had to stand there and just pause. I'm like, wow, I wish I was gay. Because it seems like so much fun. You know how hard it'd be to convince shit. Maybe my girlfriend, yo, wanna want to have like a phone party? A phone party? Ugh, why would I want to do that? I'd get phone in my hair and yada, yada, yada. Then we got to clean it up. I was like, oh, fine, never mind. But these 30 white dudes all got together and agreed, let's have a phone party and be bumping at 3 a.m. and suck each other's dicks, dude. That's that gay privilege right there, dude.
I just want to point out, Grindr, if you're listening right now, please sponsor us. Please do send us money.
Yes, please, Grindr. We totally support the community.
Anyways,
It's John's closet. But anyways, yes. I think we bantered it long enough. Let's go ahead and introduce our guests. You heard them earlier on the podcast. We got the lovely Kendra.
Hello.
And her fiance.
What's going on, guys?
Alberto.
Mr. Alberto.
Mr. Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Said that a little sassy. Mr. Alberto. To you, Negro. Yeah, I know you didn't say Negro. I know. Don't play it back. Like, oh, did she say Negro? But I felt it. But how you guys doing? How you guys?
We're good. We're happy to be here.
We're finally happy to be back in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys went to Japan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the anime motherland.
Yeah.
The
believe it or
weeboo
not.
motherland.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
Motherland.
what was
Yep.
it? We tried to get you guys a couple weeks earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you guys were like, no, we're gonna go to Japan.
Let's wait. Let's wait.
Let's wait. We want to talk about this. So this is like prep for the podcast.
Yeah, it was prep.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I want
They gave us
everybody to know that they went to Japan specifically so they had more shit to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, because before that we had
Specifically-
nothing to talk about.
Nothing about it. Totally. So do it. So how was your trip to Japan? Like a quick trip recap. Like how was it? How was the experience?
It was definitely a culture shock there, I would say.
Yeah, biggest culture shock I've ever experienced.
Really?
They're very okay. Everybody sees Japan as very, futuristic, very
Right.
forward thinking.
Forward, weird. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it as the other way around. I feel like
Really?
Japan is like kind of stuck in the past.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're very stuck in their
That's not what my
ways.
anime says.
Do they not have giant robots? Give me
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
robots.
They do have a
Do
giant
they not have
robot.
quirks
yeah.
like My Hero Academia?
Yeah, they do.
Where are the 600-pound men that can beat
Well, they
people
are
to a
pretty
pulp?
quirky.
Not gonna lie, we saw those on TV. It was
The
kind of
sumo
wicked. Yeah,
wrestlers,
we saw the
yeah.
sumo
So the
wrestlers.
people who were more like reserved and quiet.
They're very
and
reserved.
For a city, it's a
Yeah.
very, very quiet city.
It's very
like
quiet.
I could walk outside into the middle of the city and I could talk to her as if we were here, right in John's closet.
And that's saying a lot
Damn.
because I'm
That's-
quiet.
It's very, very
Yeah.
quiet in Japan.
I like that plug, by the way. That was good. That was very
Oh,
smooth.
yeah.
Right in John's closet. Paid sponsor, by the way. We paid ourselves as a sponsor.
Yep.
But
I
damn.
guess in a way, yeah.
Damn. So everybody's okay. I heard another thing where like they're really into like their technology, or a lot of
Yes.
people are on their phones and stuff like
Yes.
that, just all plugged up or
And
whatever.
anywhere you go in Japan, on the metro, walking on the
Yeah.
on the sidewalks,
Yeah.
you will see everybody stuck on their phones. No matter if you're a younger person or an older
Yeah.
person, everybody's on their phones. Everybody's reading manga. Everybody's either watching anime or playing games on their phones, or reading a book, reading a newspaper.
Yeah.
Everybody's reserved to themselves.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, question for you. Were they reading like the same types of manga and anime that's popular here in the States?
Believe it or not, yes. A lot of the stuff that was popular in Japan, I saw was very popular here.
So
Yeah.
like I know that there are some like, I don't know if there are some anime that I feel like do better in the States than they do in Japan, or at least cross over really well. I feel like if you go to Japan, you're going to be more likely to be seeing more, I guess, niche animes and mangas.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
very, very true.
Yeah, My Hero Academia is like really big out there right
I
now.
love My
as
Hero
well.
Academia. Have
Yeah.
you watched it?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm
It's very
planning on
good.
watching it,
It's
but
fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
I love
sorry.
it.
my only snapshot into My Hero Academia is actually based on a meme with where it was like last year's E3.
Right.
And they had like one of the characters with Nintendo pasted on the face, and another one with Sony pasted on the other face.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember that meme.
So
I don't think I've seen that one.
it's beautiful.
It
My
is.
My Hero Academia, it gives me Naruto vibes, like
It
early
does.
Naruto.
It
That
does.
same like youthful nostalgia.
Youthful,
and then
nostalgic, then you kind of see the character grow up with you.
Yeah. Him starting from the bottom.
But the
and then
real
growing
question
up, right?
is, do you have sexy shadow clones?
Those sexy
not yet.
shadow clones from Naruto were dope.
Yeah, no. My
Yeah.
12-year-old self was just like,
Sexy no jutsu. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Japan does it. So
So,
like,
I mean, aside from everything, Japan was
Right.
still great. Everybody was extremely friendly.
Right.
I've a couple, little things that we would see, but as in any other big city, you always see some sort of downsides. But like on our last day there, we were trying to get back, and Kendra and us being us, we bought too much, couldn't haul it all back. We had to buy another suitcase. So we asked a random guy, I don't know what he was doing. He looked like he was either catching a train or doing something. And we asked him, hey, do you know where we can find a place to buy suitcases? Because, we
Right.
need another suitcase.
right.
So we asked him, and, we kind of, there's obviously the language barrier.
Yeah. It's
But
like
soon-
Yeah.
a
suit.
suit.
Yeah.
As soon as,
Like a suit. Like a suit. No, not a suit, but like a suit with the case. Yeah.
yeah. So as soon as we were able to translate what we were wanting to do, he grabbed our bags and took us to a store.
Wow.
So I was like,
That's
oh,
really
wow.
friendly.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, because I had the super heavy purple bag.
Right.
I was carrying around tons of bags.
Yeah.
Kendra had her bag. So, carrying all this stuff, he saw that we were struggling, grabbed our bags, and took us to the store. He's like, here, suitcase here. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. I see the suitcase there. Bought it, put all our stuff in. He was long gone by then.
well,
Yeah.
damn.
So
I feel like Japanese people, like any kind of social interaction for them, it becomes like a mission.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
until
Like-
this like
like
mission
very-
is complete, like we're not
Yeah.
gonna stop.
And I thought that was like a fucking cliche anime trope of like everybody's just super determined, like, yo man, my sheer will or
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
These
it's-
motherfuckers are really
it's
like,
really
Yeah, they're really
like, yeah. That might
I
have
must
been
help
just
these
like
people find the
yeah.
suitcase.
Yeah.
like he's doing his like inner monologue and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
like if I help these two American people,
Insert those
Yeah.
insert the Naruto theme song.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he like pauses for a second. He does that like. But wait, it was the other way. How do I do it? How do I tell them that it's the other way? I can't. There's a language barrier. I
Like,
don't know
like
how to tell
was
them.
it was
Like-
it super when he got super paranoid?
Yeah,
did his
yeah.
eyes, did his
Yeah.
pupils like shrink to the size of like a
Yes.
pencil dot?
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Japan is
That's
anime.
funny.
They're the same
Yeah,
thing,
Japan,
guys.
Totally
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
thing.
Japan is exactly anime. All the people have eyes that cover 2/3 of their face. And they all have multicolored hair. Obviously,
We
Shit.
saw a couple people with multicolored hair, but I went into Japan with the thought in mind: not everything in Japan is anime. Not everybody's into anime. I have to, kind of like not look at Japan as
Like-
like one thing.
Yeah.
basically, you don't want to see Japan as like totally weebing out. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
and
you-
that's what like a lot of people warned us about. Because
Yeah.
I work at the airport. A lot of
Right.
people have been to Japan that I work with,
Yeah.
and they're like,
mm.
it's not, don't get your hopes up. It's not all anime and
Yeah,
cartoons.
not everybody's dressed up as Naruto and like
Yeah,
flying
like-
through the streets and shit.
They're like, don't get
Because I'm
your
definitely
hopes
gonna do
up.
that.
so like it's a lot. I went in with that impression, like not going in there thinking, oh, it's all anime. Just like how some people out of the States think, oh, Americans, they're all fat and eating fries and burgers.
right.
So
Ahem.
Yeah.
only.
We all are.
Listen.
Hey man, you're talking to a thick boy right here, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to get across. The point
Right.
I'm trying to get across is that, we went in there, we went to Tokyo, and on the metros, out on the roads, and, we were out by Shibuya 109 on their billboards. All you see is
Anime. Everything.
everything. That's all you see.
Animus and mangoes,
Yes.
fam.
Like even on the subway, like they have video screens for their advertising there, and they
they're
had
they're playing anime.
Vegeta from Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Vegeta, right? Yeah, he
Wait, no.
was selling.
Vegeta,
Vegeta?
Vegeta, sorry, I knew I was
Yeah,
gonna mess it
Vegeta.
up.
I got so
Vegeta.
triggered, like Vegeta.
I'm sorry, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But
Dare you know?
Vegeta.
I know.
So
That's
he
the only
was-
downside.
Yeah. So, but like
Vegeta.
Yeah, I got super triggered because like real like hardcore Dragon Ball fans, they love Vegeta.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He always gets his
I
ass
killed
whooped
you
by the
all.
main villain.
Kakarot! What's wrong, Vegeta?
Oh my gosh. Well, shout out to Japan, man. It's a weeboo motherland. I really, really, even since I was a kid, it was like Sydney, you ever want to go to Africa or whatever? I was like, Africa? I want to go to Japan. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
The fuck is it?
I wanna see-
Africa?
yeah. I
No,
want to see Ichigo and
what I will
Sasuke.
say, something that I saw that was kind of interesting. I remember sitting down with someone, and I forget who, but there was this Vice documentary about Japan's love industry.
Oh, I've seen
Right.
it.
It might be Vice. It might have been something else, but
It was
like,
Vice. It was Vice.
but it was really interesting to see that, like, you know, that whole determination thing. I guess if you want to rope that in there, might be at the expense of, you know, of sort of an active love life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because apparently people pay, like, I don't know, 50. I guess the equivalent of like $100 to like cuddle with people for half an hour.
Shit, I do that. Fuck out of here, dude. I do that in a heartbeat.
No,
With
but,
men too.
All right, I'm
Good
down.
ass cuddler.
As long as I get paid first.
I don't do future married
gotcha.
men.
no,
Gosh.
but like, but it's
It's very prevalent out there. Even just walking
Yeah.
around, you can see all the buildings for it, and you know the
Oh,
soap lands. And
yeah,
it's-
we-
yeah.
well, we walked into a store. I don't know if you want to go there.
Okay.
It's a podcast.
you
can go there.
You are allowed to say whatever you want on
Yeah.
here.
Well,
also the power of editing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So if you guys, you know, really need me to cut something out,
Yeah. How about you say the juicy stuff for later?
Here,
Let's-
I'll let I've been doing enough talking. You go ahead and speak for a little bit.
yeah.
My vocal strings are getting a little tired.
Well, whatever you want to discuss, Kendra. We can go on to the main questions. If you want to bring up the little tidbit of the little store.
Or I can go on to
Oh,
my
okay.
next point.
Yeah, so Japan has really weird fetishes.
Yes,
They
we
have
know that.
very weird fetishes.
Mhm.
We were not prepared for what we saw there.
No.
Oh, can you get one little teaser? Just one thing you were like, just don't tell us all. Just
Okay.
one little.
Okay. Here, I'll make a noise.
That's all we need. You guys,
don't tell
you
me
guys
they
decide
have
for that.
like sexy whoopee cushions or some shit like that.
If
If there were sexy whooping cushions,
I
would buy 'em.
wish it was that simple. All right, but anyways,
No, but like I was saying, I went to Japan thinking all anime, and you know, for the most part, the city was. But when we went out to Kawaguchiko, which is right after when we climbed our mountain, Mount Fuji and whatnot,
right.
I didn't see much of it out in the countryside.
Yeah, it's really just a city.
The countryside, I just saw it kind of like as a normal old Japanese
Mhm.
town.
Yeah.
So that was like the biggest switch that I saw.
All right. All right. Let's get into some questions. Let's get into it. Let's get into this shit. Now, Kendra, so you've been a YouTuber for about 2 years
Yeah,
now.
about 2 years.
About 2 motherfucking years, and you do YouTubing with your dad,
Yes.
actually. So, and you know you got a couple thousand subscribers and stuff like that. Hey, subscribe to John's Closet,
Yeah,
you motherfuckers and shit. Yeah,
Do it,
wow,
it.
do it,
please.
do it.
We're desperate.
Yes, we are desperate. Yes. So tell me, like, so what was the start of you and your dad wanting to do videos? Like, who was the original person who made up the idea, and like, how did that come into fruition?
So my dad had been buying collectibles for quite a while,
Right.
and I had been as well. You know, just like little figures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the reason why I got so into collectibles was YouTube videos, and I kept telling him like, Dad, wait, you know, let's film a video for this.
Right.
And our first unboxing was actually our GoPro, and it all kind of went from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know,
I want to point out how
Yes.
meta that is. Like the first video that you filmed was
our-
unboxing a camera.
yeah.
That is very true. That is
Yeah,
very
it was
meta.
a super crappy unboxing, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah. Well, here's a good camera that we're gonna use.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you all have to. I mean, we all have to start somewhere, you know.
yeah.
Right.
So-
right.
Kind of, I guess the way I see it, when you unbox that camera, that was like your
Yeah.
first initial, like, well, this is our first video ever, but from here on out, this is what we're using.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
first episode of John's Closet was perfect. There was nothing wrong with it. Absolutely no issues whatsoever.
Nothing at all.
John's, because you know John's Closet is perfect. You know?
This is a hint to go actually check out episode 1 and see how right I am.
Go check it out.
No, we're not doing these spoilers. Now your highest viewed video on there. I was looking at it earlier today, and like your highest viewed video was about 58,000
Yes.
It was really, really impressive, given that you guys have like maybe like 4,000-ish subscribers or whatever.
Yeah, 4, almost 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about 5,000.
four, almost
Yeah.
5. Now it was a mega loot crate of the San Diego Comic Con. What did you get? What did you feel like that particular video popped out? Was it because of the San Diego Comic Con, or was it something else?
We've done a lot
with
of
it?
looking into it to
Yeah.
see what that magic
Yeah, like what happened? Like,
sprinkle was.
Yeah.
That gave us so many views. But YouTube has different categories for their videos. Vlogs, gaming and toys is a huge category on YouTube. All the kids, 12-year-olds are looking up on that category. And apparently it was on there. It was on the trending page for the toys category.
Right.
So it kind of blew up. It was all the little 12-year-olds watching the video.
So how did it feel like? Did you know? Did you see it in like real time? Like, oh, whoa, Dad. It's like, what? It's like the YouTube. I was like, fuck. What about the YouTube? It's like, yo, we're getting a lot of views and shit like that. It must have been like a cool. Like, how many subscribers did you have at that point? It was about like a year ago.
Probably about 2,000.
Which is, dude,
1,500 or 2,000. Yeah.
2,000. You got 58,000 views.
That's
Yeah.
pretty nuts.
That's pretty nuts.
I kind of get everything secondhand from my dad. I really try to actually. I don't look at the comments and things because they do tend to be very negative towards women. So
I read some of the comments.
Yeah.
I was reading it. I felt defensive. Like, damn, nigga, I actually know this motherfucker in real life.
Yeah.
They
So
weren't too bad. They're like, why is the girl so like,
Yeah, no, I-
spunky?
I read all the comments too, and like
You read-
I read them all. I
You
read
have
them all,
to.
and I
To be
do.
honest, yeah.
I do
Yeah.
have to, and like some of the things I see on there, I'm like, yeah, I can't tell her this.
yeah,
Like
I
some,
look at
I feel like most of these people are stuck in their
Yeah.
rooms, with the
Yeah.
fedoras and can't, look out into the sunlight. So
I
these are all
want to point
worthless
out
people.
that every comment you guys have ever received has come from me, and like 2,000 different
DM you, John.
YouTube comments.
I kind of expected that.
They're
John.
all troll comments, not meant to be taken seriously. 4,000 of your subscribers are me. Sorry. No.
I mean, for the most part, from what I read, most of them are pretty positive. It's only like a sprinkle
Yeah,
of just like random,
it's
like
a sprinkle,
tidbit.
but it's that sprinkle of
Yeah.
negative comments that just kind of like
yeah,
sting,
Yeah,
Yeah, so my dad, he's very good about filtering. He'll just give me the good news, the good comments,
yeah.
because as soon as I start reading the comments, I'm just
Yeah.
like,
It gets depressing.
it's very depressing, yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of distance myself and just try to have fun with the
Yeah,
channel.
I remember the first time I jumped into the channel, everybody's like, who the hell's that guy? And this and that. I'm like, ugh, whatever. I'm just going to let it be because.
Who's this Mexican? Ugh.
Go back south of the border, man.
Yeah, we're
But,
trying to see the girl. Ugh.
But no, that's exactly how it is.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
So, like, when I first hopped in there, they were like, oh, who is that? And yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, this is a YouTuber. I think a YouTuber, Instagrammer, whoever she is. No, she's she does like a Let's Play or whatever, and like basically, there was like some kind of controversy around it or whatever. So pretty much, she's like this, pretty big titted, Let's Play girl or whatever. She just plays video games or whatever, and then she has a whole bunch of neck bearded ass motherfuckers,
Yeah.
donate to her. I guess they were under the impression that she was single, right? So they were in hopes that, like, yo, the more I donate, maybe she'll get noticed by me. Maybe Senpai will notice me. Maybe she'll go on the date with me. Maybe I have opportunity. All these layers of fantasy or whatever. So it gets revealed that she has a boyfriend. Not only a boyfriend, but an Asian boyfriend, which is probably none of them who watch it, right? It was all white, neck-bearded ass motherfuckers or whatever.
Yeah.
They were salty as fuck. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Fantasy just crumbled. So I'm sure one dude, he was like, yo, man, I like this nerdy girl, Kendra. She does unboxing videos. She's into nerd stuff. And then here comes cop blocking Alberto coming in. Because he was in the video for the announcement to go to Japan or whatever. He's like, we're going to Japan. And it was like, who the hell is that?
Well, no, I mean, I've been in videos before that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Okay,
been,
whatever the first video was.
I've been in the
Yeah.
channel for about, almost a year now?
Yeah, about 6 months or a year.
Damn.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
8 months or so, almost a year now.
I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm sure one dude, a couple dudes were
No,
like,
no,
yo,
there, I've actually read a couple comments on there.
what they
where,
say.
No, there was this one guy. It's been just about like every other video.
Oh,
it-
he's consistent with the hate.
He's consistent with the. It's like, oh, I'm in love with Kendra and this and
yeah,
that.
right.
So yeah, he's
I'm
been
in
been
love with
watching the
Kendra.
videos and he keeps up to date. So
You want haters. Haters continuously comment.
They do.
view.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you
they
for your
do.
commentators.
Yeah.
It's a Rebecca Black effect.
Yeah.
Everybody hated that video, but Rebecca Black made mad money on
Yeah.
it.
Well, first
That's
off,
right.
she made mad money. Second, she released a better video. It wasn't as popular, but it was better.
Right.
So like
That-
she
that
took
wasn't the point.
she used some of that criticism and adapted to it, and then she was featured in a fucking Katy Perry video.
Bruh, I wish I was Rebecca Black, dude.
Like,
I wouldn't mind it.
yeah, shit.
I
Fuck
mean,
that.
and then even the Pauls with all their negative press,
Yeah.
like fucking.
They're still banking.
I want to see how much of
They're
his
back in big time.
subscribers went up since his whole Japan, the hanging in the forest.
Oh no,
thing.
they.
I'm sure it went up.
Skyrocketed.
Skyrocket. Yeah.
Like, and now especially with the whole
Controversy sells, dog.
with the whole fight going on too.
You know what the beautiful thing about the this internet age or whatever is the greatest time to have a controversy because you get a lot of heat for about a month, maybe if like depending how bad it is.
Yeah.
Then everybody forgets. Everybody's got mad amnesia, and you just gain a whole bunch of followers, a whole bunch of views or whatever. You just cash in. Just bring out the controversy, do your apology tour for a little bit, and just back away, right? Because something else is gonna pop up, and then you be good. And then when you bring it up, it's like, oh man, he already apologized. It's okay. Like, man, stop bringing up old shit. Old shit. That was only like a couple months ago. What are you talking about,
I've changed as a person in those couple months.
dude?
You know,
A few months ago feels like a couple of years ago on the internet.
It
Yeah.
does.
It does. Things change so fast on the internet. It's not
Yeah.
even funny.
Yeah.
that thing with the Logan Paul Japan thing.
Yeah.
was in January, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, in my
Yeah,
mind, that shit
was it-
happened like last year.
It was right after the New Year.
Yep.
Fuck, you're
It
right.
was,
It,
yeah.
it ushered in, it ushered in the new year.
Yep.
Wow, that's
It
good
was
timing.
It was the
Logan
first
Paul.
controversy of the year.
That's right.
It was very much what was it? I think Game Theory had a
Theory.
had a little video that was just like,
Right.
oh, it's 2018. I'm looking forward to all the things that I'm not going to do this year.
Nope.
Let's see what's going on YouTube. Let's hope that it's a better year than 2017. Logan Paul, Suicide Forest.
Yeah.
That was just guys. When you guys went to Japan, you didn't.
We were
visited,
close.
Yeah, we visited Mount Fuji. The Suicide Forest is actually at the base
At the base of Mount Fuji.
Alberto wanted to go see it, but I was
Oh.
like, nah, bro.
Was it?
No.
No. Oh, so you didn't go. You didn't
No,
go.
we didn't go. We didn't.
Yeah.
One, we didn't have enough time, and two, we were dying on the mountain. So
Yeah.
we were climbing that mountain during a lightning storm.
And it
So
was raining.
Woo!
it was
Fuck.
raining and pouring. There was lightning everywhere.
High places, lightning.
Rain.
Oh God.
It was the
It was
Craziest
very
thing we've
very
ever
rough
done.
terrain. Like I don't know. I don't even know what percent.
But you know
degree.
what? You guys climbed Mount Fuji. That's
yeah.
It was crazy. It was the
pretty good.
craziest thing we've ever done.
God
you
damn.
know that's one of those things that's like I kind of envy that. That's like bucket list tier level of just like you know.
I proposed to her on the mountain.
Yeah. You did.
Wow, in the
Oh,
midst of the
man.
rainstorm and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, my future wife, don't have that same expectation, man. I'm opposed to you, drunk at night after Denny's and after I threw up in the Denny's parking lot.
And maybe with an onion ring.
Yeah, it was like,
Here's an onion ring I picked up from Burger King.
yeah, bitch.
These things are the best.
I
I could go for onion rings too right now, you know?
love hanging out with you and shit. Let's tie this shit
You
down.
want to go to Burger King next?
Want to get fat together?
For me, it's just for me, it's less of want to get fat together and more of want to get fat while I stay fat. You know.
Hey man, that's a life right there, man. But,
That's a good life, man.
but anyway, speaking of controversy and views and stuff like that, so what do you feel? I think I have my own personal opinion on this. I want to see what your take it is. So what do you feel like is the right technique as far as creating content on YouTube to keep? Now that you have an audience, right, about 5,000 people, or whatever, how do you keep them? How do you like have them keep coming back and clicking on your video? Like, what's the thing that you try to like present to them?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Sounds like we also have a YouTube video, John's Closet, subscribe right now. While you're at it.
I think people like to feel part of a community.
Right.
A lot of the big
Feel like
YouTubers or podcasters, they have a name for their audience. You
Mm-hmm.
could the closeters or I don't know, like make it make a community for your audience. They really like to feel, part of something bigger.
Right. So make them believe in this whole community, and then
make them feel like you're involved in their lives somehow.
Right.
Can we call them closet warriors?
Closet warriors.
That's
oh, closet warriors.
Hey, that's future merch.
You know what, guys? I'm calling it now, right here, first time ever. You guys, anyone listening to this podcast has officially become a closet warrior.
Closet warrior.
You will roam the streets.
Yeah, show that back pussy.
Wielding belts and hangers in your arsenal. Supporting us.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin.
Thick and thin.
Thick with 3 C's.
Always with 3 C's. Me personally, like the like a lot of the YouTube videos or whatever, or even the podcast that I just personally keep coming back to, like most of what the content themselves, like some of the times I'm not even interested. Like I listen to a sports podcast. I don't even watch sports. I like the personality and the dynamic between people.
Is it also because Mia Khalifa is on one of those sports podcasts?
No, it's Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz and Akash Singh and Kaz. But like seriously, they really do get in depth with sports or whatever. Sometimes they'll like be flagrant and like go on like tangents or whatever. They do mainly talk about sports. I don't know any of these players. I know them vaguely, whatever, just through them. But I listen to every week because I like the dynamic between them, and it's really funny and it's really engaging. Same thing with Double Toasted. I barely watch that many movies. I only watch movies in the movie theater. I've been listening to Double Toasted previously spelled for since I was 15. Just because I just like the chemistry between everybody.
Yeah, I feel like, because obviously watch a lot of YouTube too.
Right.
But like, there's channels that I keep coming back to, keep watching. I mean, aside from our channel, which I always keep on clicking on. But like, there's channels like Mighty Car Mods. Like, I'm a big car guy myself, so Mighty Car Mods, Chris Fix, and people like that just kind of like build a community for their own. Like Chris Fix, I just watched his video released about 3 or 4 days ago. He finally got his Mustang all set up, and he went out to the drift track because he drifts his Mustang. And he was upgraded from the C class to a B class driver. And I felt happy for him, and I just felt so connected to him. Like thinking, oh wow, this guy's going out, doing what he wants. And so I kind of felt a connection to him because by watching his videos, I'm supporting him. And
I think that's why Patreon's doing so good right now. Once you have that community, like they love to see you grow and get new equipment. And
that's the cool thing about a community, like, because a win for you it feels like a win for me. So when you saw that dude upgrade from C class to the B class, you felt like you had.
The thing is, like, he made videos of like his entire build on that Mustang. I saw it. I saw that Mustang when they pulled it in from the junkyard to where it is now. So like when I saw that build and the way it was, same thing with Mighty Car Mods. They just went, like, they were just in Japan. And they pulled up, they grabbed a car and bought a car for like 40 USD, brought it to Australia. But when they brought it to Australia, they had to take everything apart because Australia has strict regulations and whatnot. So they had a bare car, and they completely built it up from the ground up with an RB26 engine from a Skyline. So I was like, oh man, so you see the build and you see them go through all the trouble to get it all working. So you go through that build and you just go through all those videos, and you're like, well, you feel like you're a part of that build. Yeah. Because if it weren't for you watching that video, they wouldn't be getting the money. Yeah. And
that's my signal for him to shut up.
Little side jab. Ooh, I felt that.
You didn't do it right. You gotta do it right. You gotta do it right.
It hurts.
But
oh my
okay, I'm done.
So back to you, Kendra.
Okay.
All right.
I was very passionate. You see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
Alberto,
I get connected.
I love him, but he tends to ramble, so I have to keep him in check.
Oh yeah, spicy. We need more. Spousal.
Well, you know what they say about
jabs.
short girls.
Yeah, he keeps me in check too. Don't worry.
Yeah, trust me.
He's like, trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me, man.
I keep this bitch in check.
That's how relationships should be.
Yeah.
A ruthless power struggle keeping each other in check.
Yeah.
A ruthless fight to the death.
Yeah. Yeah.
literally to the death, till death do
Yeah.
them part.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What if till death do us part went just one big like clash like for the rest of your life?
Ooh.
you know,
No, thank you.
Some duels and
One
stuff.
big power struggle, like
Yeah,
sword
it
is
is.
sword.
I mean, there
I mean,
there
that's
there
what
are
it
people
is.
that like,
Essentially.
well, not really.
Most
Like
part.
it shouldn't be.
No,
it should
shouldn't.
not.
Nah, it shouldn't be.
Which is why I'm happy in this relationship.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah. I mean, look, dog. Dude, I should be fucking bad bitches every night, but it ain't happening, nigga. Home alone masturbating. That's the reality.
Sydney. Let me point something out.
Okay. Look, man. Look. I got the podcast. I'm a young bachelor, 25. Got a nice job. Got my degree. Whatever. You know, got my something in debt. Right? That's what America told me. That like, yo, man, you get all these things, man, and I'm black too, so I'm a part of a very small minority who even have the degrees or whatever.
You're-
in my own community.
You've got something positive. You're
Yes,
exotic.
yeah,
now.
exotic.
You're exotic to
Dude,
women.
wait, can I tell you a quick side
Do it,
story?
man. Do it.
So when I was back in Key West or whatever, I went on this
Of course,
date.
I had to be Key West.
I went on this date with this Mexican girl, and
Tinder date?
Yeah, and it wasn't Tinder. It was a couple years ago, before Tinder, whatever. Right, and it was a nice date. You know, I was in my hometown, so we went to this noodle bar, and then we walked around. We went to these art galleries, and like we pretended to be like art snobs or whatever. We pretended to be like French people, like we knew about art and stuff. It's very fun and spontaneous, whatever. And then I took her to like this little private beach that I knew about. That was at a hotel that most people don't know about. It went through a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of palm trees and different like shrubbery or whatever. And she's just like, you know, I'm making her laugh. She's comfortable. She just looks at me. It's like Sydney. It's like, yeah. Oh my God, you're just so exotic. And then I was like, and then at one moment I felt, I'm like, wow. I was like, you do know I'm just black, right? There's mad black people all around Key West. That's what I thought in my head first, but I'm like, no, damn, I can definitely fuck this chick. I don't think I've ever, I'm like, at that point in my life, I'm like, I've never had any girl call me exotic. I was like, yo, that's what you know. Get her by the mind. You know how she feels in her heart. Then that's all you need, dog. Confidence. Confidence, everybody. John's Closet. Confidence.
Confidence.
But anyways, a little sidebar. But okay, let's get back to. I've been meaning to ask this question for the past like minute. All right, so your dynamic between you and your dad, right? How would you describe it?
We're best friends. Yeah.
Best friends.
Yeah, I had split parents growing up, and like me and my dad were always tight.
Yeah.
He
You're like,
was-
fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, you mean mom?
Kinda,
Yeah. Don't tell her I said that though.
Yeah, he was always the one that would let me stay up late watching cartoons and.
Oh, did you always get that back to mom? I'm like, Dad makes me stay up till like, what was that, Kendra? Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, so me and my dad have always been close.
Right.
I remember the first kind of nerdy thing he got me into was Star Wars.
Right.
The prequels, which everybody hates, but
It is what it is.
Hey man, it's one of the many small good things. that
I don't
come
think
from
we can
prequels.
continue this podcast anymore.
But anyways, so he got you into the prequels or whatever, right?
Yeah, so I think that was like the first nerdy thing that we really kind of bonded on, and I just kind of went from there. Harry Potter and that kind of stuff, and
Yeah, that's what I like about you guys' dynamic. You guys have the rare instance of like it's not only like a dad and a son having like the shared interest and a passion or whatever, but like it's even more cooler when like a father and a daughter both have the same nerdy level of interest and passion. And I was thinking to myself like, what if I had to start like a whole YouTube channel like with my dad? What would I do? And I remember I used to be really into wrestling back in the day, and I would like watch wrestling with my dad, and I'd like go into his room, I'd like fall asleep or whatever, and I'm like, man, we would probably like the way we would like talk about it and like watch it and get excited or whatever, we could start a whole like just channel just on just wrestling or like a podcast or whatever. So it's cool, like I when I would just see you interact with your dad or whatever, like, it made me made me think about like what would I do with my dad if I had to start a YouTube channel we were both interested in. What do you think? What would you start? Like if you had to go to your dad, like, yo, let's start a YouTube channel about this,
God,
what we both are passionate about.
This would I think music would have to be the common
music,
factor,
right?
Because I feel like anything else would be like we both kind of have sort of a I'm gonna say a strong personality,
Right.
you know, and I feel like we'd have way too much friction with whatever community we try to build with anything else.
Oh, John having a Sean personality. I've never heard of that before.
Oh God,
Confidence.
Yo, I know you guys don't know this, but early days of me hanging out with John, man, I was like, yo, it was a little bit wild. I even was like, yo, John, tone it down. Tone it down a little bit. But so you would start a music.
Yeah, I think so because we did used to play in a band together.
Right.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
We used to play in a country band with this. Yeah, I know.
I thought it was a rock band. I didn't know it was country.
No, it was country.
Wow.
Now the reason why literally the reason why I did it, really the reason why my dad convinced me to do it,
Right.
was kind of like, oh, I want you to get the band experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get the experience of like what it's like to work with a band, go through the songs and everything, right? So I did that kind of throughout high school. The first time I was ever in a recording studio was when I was like 14, 15.
Right.
And this dude was like, hey, I saw you play at this open mic night. I want you to join my band and also lay down a solo on this track that I made at the studio.
Yeah.
And that was like, in a sense, my first professional sort of gig,
Right.
you know, which is kind of nuts. I think you can still find the song.
You got paid for it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He paid me like $50 for it.
Yeah.
It was
Bad.
like-
it's exploited into the youth.
No, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
literally half an hour to like
Okay,
run down
okay.
a guitar track.
Okay.
So like,
That's not bad.
you know, he's paying $60 an hour in the studio.
Right.
And on top of that, paying me $50.
Oh,
Like, he
that's pretty
definitely-
good. Yeah. He
you know,
definitely
like-
like paid you fair.
Yeah. So, you know, now I'd charge double. No.
If you're trying to get your tracks laid down at John's closet, you know what I'm saying? That's his part-time gig, you know what I'm saying? Side hustle. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Get your tracks produced.
Yeah, low key. I'm just trying to build my portfolio and make money while doing it.
Yes. All right.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, my brother. All right, we want to do a fun question. Let's do a fun question. Just
All right.
let's see what you got there, fam. Get your list of fun questions.
Let's go on that. Let's go back to anime for a second.
Okay.
Let's weeb out for a little
Okay.
bit.
All right, let's go with-
Yes.
Let's say that you guys could live in any sort of fictional universe, but
Ooh.
specifically an anime universe.
This is a
You
good
know.
question.
What universe would you live in, knowing that you also have to deal with the consequences of being in that universe?
Do we get any of the powers?
Yeah.
Sure, but once again, there are consequences to being in that universe. Like, would you want to be in the Tokyo Ghoul universe?
No.
Exactly.
No, I think we can.
even if you guys were like half ghouls, yeah.
No, for me, if you want to go first, you can go
Damn,
first.
what do you think? That's a hard one because I'm like, Naruto. I'm like, nah. The village gets destroyed like every other season.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm definitely going to die. I'm definitely not.
Yeah, the way they killed off some of those characters. which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah. Let me think.
I mean,
What?
Just remember
universe?
Neji.
Oh, poor Neji, man. They did my nigga Neji.
My boy Neji, man.
Oh my God, they did him
wrong.
dirty.
They
I
did
felt
him real
dirty. Oh my God, because he used to be such a cool character in
I
the
know.
beginning, right? Then Shippuden came. He was like, oh yeah, Neji. I'm like, this
Well,
nigga
no.
was fighting Naruto and like whooping his ass.
They
and
were
shit.
like rivals and shit.
Yeah, they
and
were
then-
rivals, and it's
then,
like,
well, no, after the Great War, then
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
just like-
you see Well, no, the thing is, like, you see
Yeah.
Neji and you see Naruto, you see them build
Right.
a strong bond together,
Right.
and then poof, just like that, he's gone. You know,
Oh yeah, spoilers by the way. I mean, fuck you if you haven't watched it. It's an
Yeah.
old ass show, man.
that's an old ass show. It's
man,
what? No,
catch
actually,
up.
Naruto's over.
Yeah, Naruto's been over,
Naruto's
dog.
over. There
Sorry,
ain't
my
no
young
more
listeners. Like,
spoilers.
Now,
I was on episode.
I was on episode 2.
Yeah, oh my
low
God,
key,
what?
guys. Low key. About spoilers for Naruto. Sorry.
Yeah. No. What universe would you be in, John?
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
John.
God.
You can go
what
first.
do you think?
Let's see.
I think I have an answer. I think.
I think so too.
Let's hear your answers first, because I'm still kind of thinking about it.
Well,
We're playing this game of what do you call it? Hot potato.
You guys first.
I got mine, but if you
yeah,
guys,
I have mine. I would say Gundam, hands
with
down.
that would be
big mech suits.
Now,
and shit like that.
now, from what I understand, the Gundam series is heavily based on mass, like, state to countrywide conflict war.
It is pretty brutal, honestly.
It is pretty
but
brutal. But
I've always been really interested in like military and war, and
Right.
you know.
You got the small stature, just
Yeah.
dictator.
And
Just
giant robots are
everybody.
fucking cool.
Yes.
Giant
Yeah.
robots are fucking cool. We
Yeah.
saw one in Japan.
Yeah, we actually
Oh, did you see the,
We
like,
saw
the-
the life-size
we saw the
Gundam.
Yeah.
It was so cool,
I
man.
got chills seeing
Yeah.
it.
Damn.
have
She's
to-
just like,
No,
Kendra
like-
come in an RB was like,
pilot you.
It's kind of nuts. Like I just saw a video recently. There's a YouTuber Giguk. What he does is he does anime reviews or commentary or whatever,
Right.
opinion pieces, video essays, whatever. And one of them was basically a history of the mech genre.
right.
And he was like, the reason why I did this video is because I went to Japan, saw the life-size mech, was like, holy shit. Because, like, the mech genre is what started anime. Like, if you go back to the early roots of post-World War II, like, animated Japanese cartoons, they started with mechs.
Right.
Technically, they started with Astro Boy.
Yep.
Astro Boy's hand down one of my favorites.
So, but like that was like humanoid robot thing. Then they had another one, but there was like another couple series until they finally were like, oh, here you go. Here's like officially like what we'd call a mech.
Right.
Where someone's getting inside the goddamn robot and piloting the goddamn robot.
Yep.
So, and the fact that there are so many like phenomenal shows. Code Geass.
Code Geass.
That was my second choice, but I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, so you got one, Alberto? I
Yeah,
got mine.
well, the way I was seeing it, is because you want to balance out, having your powers that you're supposed to have.
Yeah, right.
And you also want to have like almost, I want to say,
Not a lot of consequences.
not a lot of
Yeah,
consequences.
Right.
And even if there are consequences, something to revert it all back to the way it was.
Right.
Before the before
That's
the
true.
whole thing. So I was thinking, what anime out there kind of balances that out and kind of lets everybody live, but
Right.
lets people have powers and
I
stuff.
swear to God, if you say Steins Gate.
No, I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna say Dragon Ball.
Oh God.
That's
Yeah.
good. Actually,
Think
that's a good
about it.
answer.
Think about it.
Yeah, but you got to be a main character though.
Oh,
Yeah.
'Cause they ain't,
As
they
long
ain't
as I'm
wishing
not-
out back
as long
everybody.
as I'm a little better than Yamcha, I'm okay.
Yeah. That's true. Just get with the gang.
Listen, listen. If there's a Funko Pop of you out there dead, then you know that you're not all that great of a character. There's a Funko Pop out there of dead Yamcha.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, if I
Poor
can be
Yamcha.
anywhere, even around Krillin's level, I'd be happy.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, they
think
wish
about-
back Krillin and shit.
Think about it.
yeah.
Krillin's got a hot
Android
young
17?
Android,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Android
Yeah.
17 over there. Hot young blonde.
Yeah.
I'm so
yeah.
surprised you didn't say Pokemon.
Oh,
That would be another
good.
good one. Yeah.
No, but
I
but
might
would
have
you
to change
really
my
want to
answer.
babysit? Would you really want to babysit Gyarados?
No.
If it's thrashing around,
You don't have to.
no.
You don't have to get Gyarados though. You can just get whatever Pokemon you want.
But would
I'ma
you
just
really
get-
want
I'ma just get me-
Pikachu?
I'm gonna just get me a
Bulbasaur?
Charizard. I'll be happy.
I got.
Burn your house
I
down.
got
I don't
my
care.
answer.
Totally worth it.
Got my
Fire
mother.
flying, man. Fire flying. It's not a dragon.
I got my motherfucking answer. I know it. I know it in my heart. I can't believe. Okay, at first I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh, but then you brought the Pokemon, and then like the deep recesses of my heart just knew I had to choose Digimon.
Digimon. yeah.
motherfucking Mon.
But doesn't the world get destroyed in that too? Towards the end of the.
Yeah,
Something
true,
like that.
true. I mean, as long as you raise
Consequences.
the consequences. But you do it as a team, and you just hope for the best.
Yeah.
It's always a squad. But I just love Digimon. I always loved it from the beginning.
Oh, you know another good one?
What?
Beyblade.
Beyblade, but I don't like the. I hate it. I'm like, ugh, spinning tops. But dude, Digimon, these niggas talk. They evolve. They get big as fuck. And plus, I was a real nigga. I had Digimon sheets back in the day. I slept in Digimon sheets when niggas had Pokemon and I was a ride or die for Digimon, and I hate these new niggas who are for Digimon and saying like, oh, Digimon's really the better anime. I'm like, man, fuck you, man. Where were you at? Where were you at?
When Digimon first came out, I
When
remember
everybody's shitting on Digimon. I got
remember-
roasted.
I remember every morning waking up, first thing I'd come on TV,
Yeah.
Digimon. I'd watch it every single
Yeah.
day.
Yes, me too.
I'm gonna point out that like low key back in the day, I did prefer Digimon to Pokemon.
Watch
So
the
did I.
first season of Pokemon and telling me it is not garbage.
It is garbage.
It is garbage.
Compared to Digimon, I
Compared
love
to Digimon, dude. Okay, there's only a couple episodes. The Butterfree episode, Charmander,
Charmander episode. Yep. The
shit.
Meowth episode where he learns to talk.
Yeah, I think that's season 2. Is it
That is
season 1?
Oh,
Oh no.
Actually, I'm not sure where that's at.
I don't know. And then maybe one other episode. There's only a couple. There's a lot of fillers in that
There's a lot of
fucking.
filler, yeah.
It's like, all right, Team Rocket tries to capture Pikachu, and then Team
And
Rocket's
that's
blasted off again.
every episode for like
Yeah.
700 plus episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We watched that Pokemon first season, man. Trust me, it is trash compared to Digimon. If you're a real nigga, you like
True.
Digimon. That's
And
all I gotta say.
just seeing the way they actually grow in Digimon.
Yeah.
Whereas in Pokemon, Ash is still 10 years old.
That's right.
Now,
That's right.
now speaking of like childhood animes, that like Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
I saw a video recently that said everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh season 1. It's a half-hour video
Wow.
explaining literally everything wrong with it,
Yeah.
including how they play the game wrong,
Yeah.
how they break all these rules.
Yeah,
they use made-up
yeah.
cards that are
Yeah.
just ass pulls for the show. Like they literally, it's so bad that you can actually tell the difference in animation of what's a real card versus what's a fake card.
Wow, that's that bad.
It's that bad.
Damn.
On top of that, not only does he do like the character analysis, he's like, he looks at some of the characters themselves like Joey. He's like,
Yeah.
how did this guy ever fucking win? For fuck's sake. Like, he had 38 monsters in his deck and one magic and one trap card that he just happens to pick at just the right time.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I picked Yu-Gi-Oh, because like I like the ridiculousness, the over the top, the spiky hair, and even the style and the
Yeah.
clothing and the deep voice and the over dramatic size. Yugi, oh, like he drew so and so card, and he's like, if I draw Dark Magician right here, I can win the game and put it in defense mode. And
It's over, Yugi.
It's over, Yugi. Say goodbye to
My
Exodia.
blue-eyes white dragon will face you and beat your dark magician because it has 500 more life points.
Yeah.
But my dark magician,
Fucking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Spell card.
dude, I remember. Okay.
card was face down.
In Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge or whatever, I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, definitely watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge by Little Creep or whatever, super hilarious or whatever. But I remember this one scene where Seto Kaiba, like, he, like, defeats, like, a henchman using a card. And he, like, throws it, like it's like an actual weapon. I swear to God, this is an actual scene in the anime. He defeats a grown-ass man just using playing cards.
Wow.
And he doesn't have any special powers. He just throws it that hard.
I don't know if you've seen those people throwing a deck of cards before, but they pack a punch.
Just slice his neck like, oh.
So,
Oh my gosh, I like that question. That was a good question. Oh
but,
my god.
I totally avoided the question.
I know.
That's-
That's what I was about to come back to.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
about to come back to. You haven't answered the question.
What you
yet.
got? One Punch Man? Ooh,
So-
that would have been good.
Oh,
One
no,
problem.
because the city gets destroyed all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
But Saitama always loves.
Bad real estate.
Like, I don't trust a hero that just does it because he's bored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
You know.
what anime? You've watched a whole crop of anime. You
Yeah.
probably watched more than.
That's why I'm having a tough time, because the animes that I tend to like have lots of suffering.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan would be a whole.
No.
Yeah.
my god.
So, yeah.
No, thank you.
Let me run through the ones that would just suck ass. Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
For sure.
1000%.
Let's see. There's an anime called Higurashi no
That's
Naku
what I was
Koroni.
thinking. That's what I was
What
thinking.
the fuck is that?
Basically, it's a bunch of teenagers stuck in a massive fucking time loop over and over again, reliving the same horrible experiences over and over again.
Like a
in slightly
butterfly.
different-
butterfly
like a different
Yeah, it's like the
character.
butterfly effect.
Yeah, like there's a different
Damn.
character that just goes nuts
Right.
and
I've been
kills
meaning
the
to
rest of
watch
the
that.
characters.
Yeah.
And it's
Wait,
interesting.
can you say that again? It sounded like a spell.
So let's see. Full Metal Alchemist. That would be
It
cool.
would be cool.
But human transmutation scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you can have just outright avoid it. Aside from that, think about doing the alchemy. The alchemy would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's already been, outbanned or whatnot. So it's
well,
already been banned. So
the thing is, if there's a dude that can literally set you on fire with his gloves, I don't want to be a part of it. So,
well, hey, if it's raining, he's got no chance though.
hold on. I'm sorry. The dog scene.
No,
Yeah.
don't even bring that up.
Dude, that's
the
like
Nina
top-
scene.
No.
Dude, that's like top 10
No.
anime moments probably of all
No.
time. That
Yeah.
the fucking was
No.
episode 3. It's like early on,
Mhm.
Yeah, like
and I'm just like, yo,
Oh, when-
nigga.
When I saw that, when the whole thing happened in the barn or whatnot, that almost traumatized me. Then Nina,
Yeah.
and Nina, I was like, "Are you?"
and then on top of that, like
Yeah.
when the homunculi are roaming around, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck that. Helsing Ultimate. No, absolutely not.
Hey.
I don't want to deal with immensely cool, attractive, but also hilariously
Man.
creepy vampires and zombie Nazis. Why the fuck do I want to deal with that bullshit?
Man, this nigga's stalling. Pick an anime that you want to do. Like, let me
I'm
list all the
telling you
ones.
that everything is terrible. It's like picking a college major.
Yeah.
Everything sucks.
That's true. It's true.
Like
Yeah.
I'm even thinking like Black Bullet.
I think you need something like K-On, something music.
Fuck
Yeah.
K-On!
Lovely.
Wait, what's that one? What's that one category anime where it's
Actually,
like,
K-On might be like the safest fucking bet. Oh, you know what? Oh God.
what you got? What you got, fam? What you got?
Fuck. I lost it. No, I was
Pick-
thinking like
Pick the anime character. Fruit Basket.
Fruit Basket.
no, I don't want a reverse harem. I want the harem. God damn it. Let's see.
What's that one anime category where it's like men on men? Like, it's making out and shit and having sex? There's like a whole category of anime and manga.
Yaoi.
What-
Yaoi.
yeah,
How would you be in a
yaoi.
yaoi? That's safe.
Uh,
Besides your back pussy.
no,
But you don't look like a bottom. You look like you're gonna be on top.
He's the
always.
bear.
No,
That bear. Yeah.
absolutely. No, but let's
I'm gonna
see.
yow up in that ass.
Oh God, I might have to actually look up my anime list and try to find something that's like tolerable.
All right. So no answer for
So
John.
is
Yeah.
undecided.
Just stall down.
I abstain.
I abstain.
Because
You know,
every universe.
That's not fair, man. You asked the question.
I did.
This motherfucker
That's
has to-
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you why it's so hard for me to answer because
I know.
I've seen enough to be like, no, everything sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I really want to do, especially in like the Dragon Ball universe,
Mm.
is train in their the weight chambers where they're like 100 times gravity or whatnot. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be lit.
Don't we
That'd be
die
cool.
at like 15 Gs?
Isn't
that like lethal level of?
Yeah.
Well, remember, I mean, we're gonna have the powers and whatnot.
That's true. But unless you train your body up to that
Well,
point.
only if you're a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being a Saiyan.
So,
Just saying.
Damn it. God, fuck it. No. No.
That's the
no. No.
That's the end. Oh my gosh! Actually, speaking of nerdy shit or whatever, a lot of DC trailers just recently came out, like Aquaman, Shazam.
Yes.
Have you guys seen them? Have you guys seen the trailers and shit?
I haven't seen the Aquaman trailer yet.
Have you seen the Aquaman and
I
Shazam?
am the worst when it comes to movie trailers because I'm always like, let me wait and watch it with my dad so we can do like the trailer reviews because those
Oh.
are super popular. And then it's like the movie's already out and I haven't
Oh.
even seen the trailer.
Well,
'cause
fuck
I'm
that
just-
segment I wanted to talk about.
I'm so sorry.
See,
Well, fuck me.
Sydney. There's this thing called ad block. So,
I avoid trailers like the plague.
What I am
Uh,
excited for, we could talk about, is Glass. Have you seen the trailer for Glass?
The one thing I haven't seen, I swear to God, and I remember seeing it. I'm like, wow, it looks kind of interesting. But she's probably seen Aquaman and Shazam and shit like
No,
that.
the Glass-
that'll probably be the better
The Glass trailer's
thing
actually
to check
pretty
out.
dope.
Oh my gosh, are you looking up the Are you looking at the trailer right now?
No, I'm going on my anime list because I'm really.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
my anime.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my God,
find
this-
an
this
answer.
motherfucker's so
what
determined.
you need to do is find that glass.
No, I have that Japanese determination
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh. Oh my
You must
gosh.
finish this quest.
You here's a little side question. You feel like nerd culture is now like okay, it is mainstream, but you feel like it's hard to separate what is nerd culture versus what is just mainstream. Like Star Wars, for example, is it really nerd culture right now, or is it just mainstream culture? Because like it's one of the highest grossing movie franchises of all
I
time.
think-
It's hard to say like, oh, that's just some nerd shit.
I think once Comic-Cons became a money pig, I guess
Right.
you could say. that,
These
that-
nerds will buy shit.
Yeah, that, San Diego Comic-Con and New York
Uh-huh.
Comic-Con, when like all the, Warner Brothers and once they got involved and really put money,
Right.
into being a nerd, I feel like that's when it became mainstream.
Right. Well, once they found like, okay, this is an actual audience that we can make money from, that's when they
Right,
wanted
yeah,
to.
once they saw that there was
very-
money to be made, that's when it became
opportunity.
mainstream.
Yeah.
If you go to kind of more like small local conventions, that's where you'll really see
like the dedicated nerds.
true
Right.
nerdiness,
Right.
true people that really appreciate, geek
Mhm.
culture for what it really is, not just because it's popular.
Yeah. Speaking of YouTube and revenue, I know didn't they recently have some policy changes or whatever, at how people would get their revenue, and like I know that
Yeah, it's
there's
been,
the ad revenue especially.
It's been a big topic
Right.
of discussion. Basically, they changed it so that it's all based on algorithms.
That dreaded algorithms is like,
yes.
yeah, right.
Yeah, so a lot of the big YouTubers that were making literally millions of dollars a
Right.
year have been having a lot of trouble lately because of the algorithms. They're, it's all based on, who's paying for that front page views and, who's paying for that space.
Right. Right.
So, I got an answer for you guys now.
You got to answer.
Shokugeki no Soma.
What kind of spell? Did you just curse me? What the fuck?
Shakugan no Shana?
No, Shokugeki no Soma.
What is that?
Food Wars.
Food War.
Oh,
Yeah, Food Wars.
yeah.
Like, yo, dude, if you guys don't know about Food Wars, oh my, like, okay, John showed me like a couple of episodes, but he showed me like some of the later episodes or whatever.
I showed you the first episode too.
First, okay, you did show me the first episode, then you showed me like episode like 24, like the season finale or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
right? And it's just these motherfuckers just making these dishes in the most over the top, beautiful animated way, and the way that like when the people eat it, the way that orgasm, it is some of the most creative ways. And I didn't think they could like continuously top each other's orgasm or whatever, but they managed to do it, and I was still interested each time. Like, wow, that was really
Yeah.
funny and creative. Like, Food
I
Wars
feel-
is where it's at.
I feel like I could watch that all day.
Yeah, it is food porn plus anime.
Would that be a food hentai?
Food, ooh, I'm
Like-
sure there's food hentai, isn't there?
Tentacle porn.
Well,
I mean, with enough squid.
With enough squid.
No, but actually, the first episode they had, I think it was squid and peanut
Oh
butter.
my god, that was the episode I saw. I was like, what the fuck is this? God
Oh,
damn it!
man,
I know
It
this
was the
anime.
pilot that was meant to be so over the top, and
Yeah.
they delivered. For those of you,
I really gotta
for
watch
those
it.
of you that are listening at home, let me tell you something. Watch at your discretion, because this anime goes so over the top. Like us
my
talking
God.
about it doesn't do it justice. like if there was a Dragon Ball Z of food, this would be it, with very very foodgasm sexual undertones, overtones. I'm sorry.
That's right up my alley.
Oh my gosh.
Like-
What? Okay, what is the origin of the tentacle porn? Because I remember, like, I used to watch a lot of animes. I would see it, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. That's a weird trick. Like, what's the deal with the tentacles or whatever?
Like, why the trope?
Yeah,
Well-
why the trope? Yeah.
It was actually in a lot of the traditional Japanese art.
Oh,
Was
okay.
like you would see like the women like having sex with the
With an
tentacles.
octopus?
Yeah.
Just mad tentacles.
Damn.
I actually
Yeah.
I actually saw
So like early BDSM.
kind of, yeah.
I imagine
Japanese
like.
people have been freaky for like ever. Like,
Yeah.
I imagine like 800 years ago, someone gets a piece of like parchment and just draws this shit, and just like this dude's just like, hey, what you drawing over there?
Yeah.
Check this shit out, dude. What the fuck? Isn't it kind of hot? No.
Well, kind of.
Dude,
No, trust me. We saw how just how freaky they can be when we walked into that shop.
dude, I might need to watch some Japanese porn. Like that might be the thing. But they're always blurred and everything. I need the uncensored. I need to say everything. You know, just all types of debauchery going on and shit.
No.
Okay, way to have my back, motherfucker. Thought we were partners in this shit. You just shame me. Don't kink shame me, bro. Kink shame. Oh my god. Oh my god. So you and Alberto, so you guys have a YouTube channel where you do Let's Play and stuff? Like, is it
That's
in the works?
on the main channel.
Yeah, it's
Is
on
it
our
on the main channel?
It's,
Okay.
it's a new segment that we started. We started
Right.
it before we went to Japan, but we really have fun doing it. So we
Yeah.
want to do more videos.
I mean, so far we haven't gotten too many views or too many comments, but you know, like anything.
Because they hating. That's what it is.
They hating.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So hold on. You said Let's Play channel, right?
Yeah.
So what games are you playing?
Yeah.
we just started Secret of Mana, so we want to get some more gameplay on that. We're going to be playing Persona 5.
Oh, you just played Persona 5, right?
Oh yeah, I finished Persona 5. I'm just about to finish New Game Plus. I've dumped more time than I care to share.
Well, let me rephrase that. She's going to be playing Persona 5.
I'll be
Right.
playing it.
And I might do a little bit of Monster Hunter in there. I might do a little
Monster
bit
Hunter World?
Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, but I played a lot of Monster Hunter World. I played like 90 hours.
I've been thinking about doing maybe Octopath Traveler on the Switch.
Ooh.
So,
Octopath Traveler.
yes.
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath.
It's by
Traveler.
Square Enix.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's brand new. It just came out.
Oh, okay.
So
That's interesting.
I've been
Okay.
thinking about doing that. It's basically like what I was reading, or the trailer she showed me. It's basically 8 stories that somehow centrifuge into one. But you have to pick like one character in the storyline, and like you play their storyline, then you go back. Well, you finish their storyline, then you go back and you.
So
pick
kind of like what Birth by Sleep did, where
Yes.
Exactly.
except they kind of intertwine unless they just all meet. in
Yeah.
the center.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting.
Hmm.
I'd like to see how they work with something like that.
It's
Yeah.
it's almost like a 2D, 3D game. So think of it like Paper Mario,
Right.
the Thousand Year Door,
Right.
but like in a more pixelated, scaled down
Yeah.
version.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, speaking of Kingdom Hearts motherfucking 3 is going to come out finally.
And we can confirm it's official.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
January.
It's like they have an actual date.
got the release
January,
date.
End of January.
January 29th.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
come out, everybody from North America, we're all gonna fly to Japan and just burn down Japan.
Well, that's the thing. Is that when we were in Tokyo,
There
the
was a lot of
stores, they
advertising.
have posters for
Right.
it.
Oh, okay.
and
So
it's-
they're really like
No, we
It's
went,
real this time.
committing.
we went
Yeah.
to the Square Enix cafe and they had
Yeah.
like a bunch of Kingdom Hearts 3 merch out there.
Dude,
Oh, I bet.
when I was when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, I was probably I think 12, maybe 11 or some shit like that. Right? All right, mind you, I played Kingdom Hearts or whatever. I got it kind of late. By the time Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, maybe like a whole year later or whatever. I didn't have any money, right? It was $50 back then, kids. Like $50 for a game. Yeah, games used to be $50 before they turned 60, right? And I begged my dad because I loved Kingdom Hearts. I was like, please, Daddy, please. I don't know why I said Daddy. Please, Daddy, please. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Talk about that Japanese kinky.
Yeah, Daddy.
Oh God.
Can you please give me $50 to go buy the game? Like I begged him. Like I'm like, please. Just like a fucking crackhead or whatever. So he gave me 50. Like, yeah, just take it. Just have the $50 or whatever. Stop bothering me. So I went, rode my bike, bought Kingdom Hearts 2, played the fuck out of it, loved it or whatever. I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. You know what? You know what I thought about at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2? I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out.
Yeah. I think that was the general.
Many years later.
Now I'm old and bitter. Oh, now Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out.
So-
Where were you, nigga?
You
When I
know
was
it's-
getting bullied.
You know what? Here's what's nuts. So you know about the whole secret movie thing that they do at the end of each game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I know. What kind of secret movie are they gonna do for End of Kingdom Hearts 3?
that's a good question.
Shit, what could they do?
So man,
Nigga.
because I know that like when everyone was like Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, they just saw the teaser for Birth by Sleep
Yeah.
at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, and they were like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's not Sora.
Oh my god! All the old teasers from the original game. Yo, my gosh! Like I swear to God, I was just always confused or whatever. I know this is like a trend among Kingdom Hearts, but like really, like I think I was just so excited and I just liked everything about Kingdom Hearts. I didn't really question like, okay, what is like? If you would have asked me what is Kingdom Hearts, I couldn't give you a definite answer all those years ago. I'm like, when you play Kingdom Hearts, what is Kingdom Hearts? I'm like, I don't know.
It's kind of hard to explain.
It's super hard. I still can't explain. I've watched Mad, like our friend Shane, our good friend Shane. He tried to. Okay, we were hanging out one day, and we watched an overview video, and he tried to explain to me some like backstory, and I was just looking at him like, "Yo, dog, like you just gave me more questions than answers. I swear to God." This is Masters of Bastards, then there's this box, and there's this Keyblade, then there's the Keyblade War, and I was just like, "Yo, nigga, you made it more complicated."
Hold on. You got the Master of Masters, you got the Keyblades with the eyes to see in the future,
right?
And you got the foretellers who have the books that the Master of Masters gave him. But then you have Lushu, who took the Master of Masters key,
right? And that motherfucking box,
and the box that has like 20 locks on it, which people are speculating. Oh, that's 13 darks, 7 lights. 20 locks. So that's the speculation. And there's a text written on there saying X Super, X being the Greek letter Chi, which they for Keyblade.
Right.
Their Keyblade, they pronounce it.
Yeah, they say the X Blade or whatever the fuck it is.
People say the X Blade, but they pronounce it Keyblade in the game. Like there's a bunch of Keyblades, and then there's the Keyblade.
Right.
Then fast forward to Birth by Sleep. We don't know how those events are connected just yet. Master Xehanort is like, hey, bruh, I'm gonna try to do this experiment, and he does it with Ventus, and he rips Ventus in half, and his light and dark side to try to form that cool Keyblade.
Yeah,
and then a bunch of fucked up shit happens with Ventus, Terra, and Aqua.
Right,
and then Aqua seals Ven away in the Castle Oblivion.
Yeah, and
then by the way, spoiler alert. Then, too late for that. Then Terra gets Norded. And then in the most recent trailer, spoiler alert, Aqua gets Norded.
Yeah.
Which was like,
dude, yeah, that was heartbreaking, dude. Yeah. Dude, can I tell you something about Master Xehanort? Just let this nigga win. Just let him win. How far he's going out of his way to get all the 13 darknesses. He got his present self, his past self, and different iterations of himself, just his heartless self, his nobody self, and then he had to possess a couple other niggas and print himself. Like, dude, let him win. Just let him win.
You guys know who the Gamers Joint is, right?
The Gamers what?
The Gamers Joint.
Gamers Joint.
He's the one dude that you pretty much go to for Kingdom Hearts everything. He's on top of all the news and everything. So, he's this guy from, I don't know if he's from like Australia or the UK or something like that. One of those sort of areas, because he's got the accent to kind of complement it. The accent originating from one of those areas, because I'm a filthy American that doesn't know the goddamn difference. Anyways, so the thing is, he released everything. Like there was a point in time where like every week since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out or Birth by Sleep came out, it was like Kingdom Hearts 3 teaser, maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, is this Kingdom Hearts 3 interview, maybe, right? And then he stopped for a few months because they were like, okay, development time, right? So like, you have no idea how often I watch this man's videos.
Yeah, clearly you got a lot of fucking time in your hands.
You got to learn to make time for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
especially Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, I played the games kind of as they came out. Even Chain of Memories, when it came out on Game Boy, it was Game Boy Advance SP. Yes.
Yeah. Can I ask you something, Kendra? Do you feel like video games have finally crossed over to the women demographic or whatever? Because like video games for a long time have been very male orientated. I mean, you see any stats, mostly males play it on from a casual level to even hardcore level. You feel like more women.
Reason for that, by the way, but go ahead.
Yeah, but you feel like I want to hear that too. But you feel like women are now playing it, not just Candy Crush or whatever. But they're actually playing like I guess on a quote unquote hardcore, the real video games.
I think women have always played video games, even back in like the 80s and 90s. You
Ooh,
know,
hot take.
they were playing arcade games with
Right.
everybody else,
Right.
and I just think within the last 5 or 10 years, it has become more mainstream.
Right.
And that Twitch has made it very
Apparent that
apparent
clearly
that
the girls play video
women
games.
maybe not so much for the right reasons, that they're just doing it for views
big
or whatever.
titties.
And also just going to conventions.
Right.
The Hasbro
It's
and
dope.
the big brands, they're really marketing towards
Yeah.
women now.
Right,
They just
right.
did like a Star Wars doll line,
Right.
and I'm like, shit, like, why didn't they have this when I was growing up?
Yeah.
That'd have been so cool to see Princess Leia, like,
Yeah.
dolls and stuff. I mean, I guess they did to an extent, but not like they have nowadays.
Is in the one woman who had the whole I forgot her name. I think it was Anita.
Oh no.
Whatever with the whole
No. Oh boy.
And I remember reading an article or whatever. I saw some more points. I'm like, these are legitimate points. Like legitimate points.
Hold on. I do have some comments about that, but go ahead.
Yeah, reading some of the points, they seem like legitimate and fair. Just from a recent article that I read, I don't know what she said in the past. I don't know her old demo. I don't know everything, but like just
I
from
remember
one,
when she was first coming out, and
Right.
she got a lot of backlash.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of slack. Right? Yeah, I saw that.
And it wasn't just because like, oh no, she's a woman on the internet. I mean, that might be part of it,
Right.
but like, it was because part of it was like, she was featuring gameplay of the Hitman series,
Right.
and was saying, look at this, in Hitman, you are told to drag around strippers and murder them
Right.
in the game.
Right.
You're not. The
Right.
game punishes you for killing civilians,
Right.
and so like, and so the point of like that entire point was just her playing the game herself, showing that gameplay, talking about how misogynistic
It was a
Hitman
very
is.
isolated, out of context. He's a hitman. He's killing everybody.
But like
Right.
and it was one of those things that people were like, wow, she's really trying to stretch to make these points,
Right.
to push more of an agenda than actually show issues of like,
I don't know.
should there be more female protagonists? And we've seen like I think we've seen more and more games with female protagonists. Like one great example, Nier Automata.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. And
Oh, well, that's another game we're gonna be playing on the.
Yeah. I mean, though, so it was very like pockets of like characters. Whatever, you got the Lara Crafts and the Metroid Prime. What was the one video game with the girl who like took photos or whatever? I forget. She's like she would wear like a green outfit. Fuck, it's an old like PlayStation game. I forget what it's called.
one more time.
I never played it, but I remember seeing it a lot, and I remember people were like, "Oh my gosh, this is a great game," or whatever. But like, she had like this whole green outfit, she had black hair. She would I think she took photos of some shit. I forget what it's called. I'm sorry, but apparently that was like another like really good video game. But look, from what I just saw, I don't know her entire history. I just remember the backlash and the local controversy or whatever. But like it did get me interested. I'm like, yeah, like I'm totally for some of her points, at least from that one particular article about the not having good female characters, the over sexualization, right, not being very realistic or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that because the more that you have. Like I'm always for better characters.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? I'm like, you should make the female characters better. I'm like, yeah, that would make the game better for me to play. Oh wow, more characters I could connect to and be interested and maybe want to play them and have a little side story. That only benefits everybody if you actually put in time to other characters besides just the male characters.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I can't handle that.
Now the thing, kind of coming back to like why
oh yeah, you were saying like
why video games are so seem so male dominated.
Male dominated, right?
Honestly, it was a coin flip. That's really what it was that when Nintendo was first coming out with some of the games that they were releasing, they were deciding right then and there they didn't have enough money to get the shelf space to sell their merchandise. So they said they had to pick. Do we want to market to boys or do we want to market to girls?
Oh.
And
I never heard of this story.
It just so happened that they marketed more to guys.
Right.
Those were the shelves that they went to.
Right.
Just literally kind of on the whim of a coin flip. Maybe it was because the CEO had a son or something. Maybe it was something as silly as that. And that's why video games are so
feels like it's like very male dominated. Even though now, I mean, what Kendra said, like females have always played video games. It's just for like a lot of the games. Clearly, a lot of the games back in the day, included from your statement, they just weren't targeted towards girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now again, seeing more and more games, like I played, what was it, Gravity Rush?
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a
You
great
know,
game.
and you know, really good game, really great mechanics.
Right.
Um,
Female protagonist.
Female protagonists.
I think games with female protagonists, they have to be done right, because they're growing up. Like there was times when I played those games, they were obviously marketed toward girls,
Right.
and they just sucked.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
were
like-
terrible. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, I
We
never.
got a female bitch as the main character.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Like, oh, she's boring. She's
Yeah.
uninteresting. Yet I don't feel like playing her. Like, feels like you're just patronizing.
Yeah.
Or like, let's take Dark Cloud 2, I think is a great example.
Yeah. Dark Cloud 2,
where you
yeah.
had two characters that were both
You
like,
can switch between them.
yeah, you exactly. You can switch between them. You have to use both characters at some point. You know, if you
First
have
trans game.
I,
Yeah, Dark Cloud 2 was progressive, man. First trans.
no, but it was, you know, and the girl in the game had a very like powerful sort of position. You know, she like both of them had this like kind of high position. One of them was the son of some millionaire, and the other
Right.
was the daughter of royalty.
Right.
You know, those were the backgrounds of those characters.
Yeah.
But like, you know, they both still held like they by no means said that they both like really showed sort of like throughout the entire game, because you know it's an RPG. You're gonna get 50 hours of just character development throughout that entire bit. Both of them showed quite a bit of like just overall like yeah. It was just, they were good characters, and that's pretty much all I really have to say about that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel, Alberto, about the whole like women getting more into video games and stuff like that, and then women being more portrayed in video games in general?
Well, with me growing up, it was me and my two brothers.
Right.
So, I was always into the Mario and,
Right.
This and that. But so when I grew up, just seeing like the male characters in the games, it kind of gave me like the feeling that it was marketed more towards men.
Right.
And there weren't many women, or actually there weren't any women in my life
Yeah.
that played video games that I
Right.
knew about. Because,
Right.
my mom would obviously watch my dad play. And my dad, back in the day, like where I picked up video gaming,
Right.
was my dad used to play on the SNES.
Right.
Actually, it was the NES,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to play Dr. Mario.
Right.
So watching him play, my mom we'd all sit in the living
Right.
room and watch my dad play.
Right.
And that's what that was. So
Mhm.
with me, like I have seen some of these games where you do have the female protagonist, and you do have these games where it's pushed more towards the women.
Mhm.
And I have played some of these games, and unfortunately, I have been let down because I feel like it's pushing more towards what people think women want versus what they really want.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like I've seen with Kendra, like she likes most of the female games that come out when you have the ability to, you have a badass woman
Yeah.
that you can dress up.
Yeah. In a sexy costume.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
like, as long as you have a
Right.
character that you can really push on and grow with,
Yeah.
and you can actually customize to yourself,
Yeah.
because like Fallout. Let's just say Fallout, for
Right.
example. Like you can either be the male or the female.
Right.
You can customize this however you want.
Yeah.
And there's basically no difference in gameplay.
Yeah.
whether
Yeah. Between the
between
male and
the
female.
two.
Right.
And I feel like that's a good starting point to
Yeah.
a male and female. Like even Skyrim. Like Skyrim.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I was gonna bring up
Skyrim's
Skyrim's
Skyrim.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skyrim's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. That's
Actually, talking about that, you guys know it's actually been Skyrim's been released on Amazon for Alexa. You can play it as a D&D.
really.
Yeah.
What?
Wow,
It's
dude,
called-
Skyrim
it's got
is a
Skyrim
fucking
Special
goat
Edition.
game, dude.
Damn.
I'm not
Skyrim
even-
came back
No, you
out
should-
like 2011 or some shit.
It was
like-
released at E3. Like you should watch the trailer.
Oh
It's
my god,
flipping awesome.
fucking
awesome.
hell. You know the cool thing about Skyrim is like at that time, a lot of just like hardcore gamers or whatever, and casual people everybody in between or whatever, everybody was playing Skyrim at that point.
Everybody's
or
still
at least-
playing Skyrim.
Everybody's still playing Skyrim. Like these motherfuckers won't let Skyrim
I just
die.
bought Skyrim again.
Low key, if you check my PS4 right now, the disc is,
Yeah.
is in my PS4.
Skyrim's a goat game, dude.
I have like 3 or 4 versions of Skyrim, all in
Yeah.
disc format.
Yeah, shout out to Skyrim, man.
I actually started playing earlier today. And,
I don't blame you.
and like I didn't realize just how far or just what was going on. I was just like, you mean I had a few skills at level 100? I was always too afraid to make them legendary too because
Yeah,
I'm like,
no. Well, let's just, if we're going there, what was the first skill you got into legendary, or first skill you got up to 100? I'm gonna just go out there and say mine was sneak and archery.
Sneaky ass nigga right here.
Sneak and archery were my main two.
God.
I think mine was destruction.
So
Destruction magic.
Yeah.
I think like
I was big on the bows.
Ooh.
so smithing was a big one.
smithing.
Yeah, well, that's how you level up quickly. I got you.
The
I
iron,
got
the
you.
iron bar is just a little cheap.
You little,
Yeah.
you little cheap.
Sneaky.
Iron daggers, and then enchanting the 4,000 daggers. Like,
Yeah.
what I do is I just like, all right, I'm at the one girl's place in Whiterun. I go to my house next door.
Yeah.
Right.
Go find the enchanting table.
Yeah.
I forget if that house had an enchanting table, but
Right.
like, you go.
Yeah,
to
I was in Whiterun, I believe.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden. You're just like, all right, I made the slow walk here. Half an hour later, with 4,000 daggers.
Yeah, I know. Your over capacity. You've been slowed down or something like that.
I don't care. I just want to enchant all these and then throw them all and sell them all.
Yeah, no, I have to say I played through Skyrim, and the first time I played it, I did not go through the main quest line, and I don't think anybody ever does.
Nope.
I accidentally went into a dungeon and found some armor.
You're a
found some
fucking
swords.
loser if you play through the main storyline and do any of the side quests or the side missions or the fucking.
Nope, I went out and explored, and by the time I got to the first checkpoint for the first mission, I was already like level
It's
30
just
or
like-
so.
The world's in danger. There's a dragon that's going to destroy us all. But hold on. I want to be a hitman for a little bit. Can I join the Dark Brotherhood?
Dark Brotherhood.
Join the Dark Brotherhood, join the Thieves Guild, and
Be a companion.
be a
Darkness.
companion. You turn to a werewolf, and you press save, and
Like
you
a-
go on
like
a
a
killing
zombie.
rampage. And then you load it back over again. Nothing happened.
Oh my god.
I don't know how many times I did that.
Oh, my God.
And then the College of Winterhold quest.
College of Winterhold.
Yes.
The fucking DLC Dawnguard shit.
The Dawn Guard. I actually haven't finished that yet.
And then all the dwarven.
Has anybody?
I
Nah.
did I? I think so. Yeah.
I haven't finished it, mostly because I have to get rid of my lycanthropy. Lycanthropy, whatever it is. I can't be a werewolf
I
anymore.
think you said it right the first time.
yeah.
Lycanthropy? I don't know. I don't know what the
whoever,
fuck it is.
who the
Yeah.
fuck cares? But what I'm saying is, like, at some point, like, even if you don't choose the vampire side,
Yeah.
like, you have to get rid of your lycanthropy, whatever it is.
Now, my whole thing was about the girl that follows you in the Dawnguard quests.
Mm.
The one vampire bitch.
Yeah. You can marry her, too.
Can you?
Yeah, you can.
You know what?
Who can't you marry in
She-
Skyrim?
Yeah,
you
that's a
marry
good
guys
point.
too,
She's
right?
the hottest bitch in the game.
You could be a male Breton and marry a male orc and it'd be totally okay in Skyrim.
Look how progressive Skyrim is.
All your
this is-
friends.
and they say,
We're living in 2018. Skyrim's like set in like 32.
they say video games are sexist and shit.
Like shit, I can
Nothing
be a male
sexist
and-
about that pussy, that back pussy. Oh my
I can be a
God.
cat and marry a lizard. In
Watch
Skyrim.
there be like 3 comments. Like this becomes our most popular video. There are 3 comments. Like bussy is highly offensive. It is not only sexist but also
you don't-
racist somehow.
You don't get to say that, Sydney. You're not a part of that
Look,
community.
listen. Whatever they have to say, all we have to say is that
Yeah.
we got a black person in the room. Then we're set.
Yeah, king of the minorities, man.
Man,
No, I gotta be a black woman. That's the key.
Okay, black woman, and we got a Mexican in here, so we have 2 minorities in here, so we're good to go.
I'm
Yeah.
Dominican, boy.
And well,
Hey,
okay,
and
okay, so we
Kendra's
got
a white woman.
we got
She-
one
she requires-
majority in here, making her the minority in here.
Yeah.
So we got 4 minorities.
Minority powers activate. Form of oppression.
Hey, get your hand out of here.
Get out of here.
No, well,
here.
she's a minority right now,
I'm
Yeah.
a woman.
and she's a woman.
You're white.
But
You're
she's a
white.
woman.
Well, white women.
But she's a woman.
White
got you.
girls.
So,
All right. Do we have one more fun question? It's getting hot in here.
oh
So
boy.
take off all your
So
clothes.
Sydney,
don't-
want some fresh
Don't
air?
tempt me, Alberto. This is my closet.
This is your closet.
Yeah.
John's closet.
I can take out my clothes in this closet all I want.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take
Let's see.
What you got? What you got, dog?
I didn't know we played
I'm
music on
I'm
this
looking
podcast.
over these
Yeah.
here, and I'm
Man,
trying to
we're trying to
think.
get advertising any way, shape, form of possible. We forget to write down this list. But we have a whole list of different like. All right, we can't get sponsors from here. We can't get sponsors from here. We shitted on this company.
Well,
Okay.
You're in a closet, so I think you need like a clothing sponsor.
Yeah, clothing or
That'd be
porn.
kinda cool.
Porn sponsor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We need to be
Or-
featured on Pornhub's front
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, or maybe
3 dudes versus 1 white girl. And for an hour and a half. They're like, oh, 3 dudes versus 1 white girl for an hour and a half, and it's a podcast.
three minorities is with one majority.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have a
3 to
question.
1.
Here. If you could switch places with any person of note, we'll say, like celebrity, musician, actor, anybody, right? Some person in history, some person, maybe your future self when you're a billionaire.
Right.
Nah, that won't. Well, we won't count that. But anyone,
Any current famous person.
like you want to be Elon Musk, you can be Elon Musk.
Right,
For how long?
You just get to switch places with them and just,
For how long?
as long as you want, baby.
Oh yeah.
Let's say for what, like a day, a week,
Let's do a month.
a month,
think
a
a
whole
month.
month.
1 month.
Like I think a month is enough to also get all their headaches.
Right.
all their
right.
headaches and to completely run down their company.
Yeah. What the hell is Elon Musk doing?
Elon Musk on headlines today.
Yeah.
He already was for
Yeah.
calling out this one dude. But
Maybe somebody switched bodies with him.
Who would I switch bodies with? I don't know. I never really thought about it. Who do I would want to switch bodies with? You guys got any?
If you know
Really?
me, I think you would already know the answer. I would say Wonder Woman.
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
So Gal-
yes.
So Gal Gadot.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, so you switch. Got it. I still haven't seen Wonder Woman.
You
movie.
haven't? It's
Really?
So
It's
good.
good.
Dude, ever since Suicide
good.
Squad, it burnt me out. But then
No,
Wonder Woman came out
Wonder
afterward.
Woman was actually pretty
It
good.
was
Wonder Woman
Yeah,
was
it
a
was
good
good.
follow-up. Like they
Yeah.
needed Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at that
She
point,
saved
I was
the day.
like, man, fuck DC. But now there's new Aquaman and Shazam trailers. I'm like, okay.
I actually can't wait for Shazam. I feel like Shazam's gonna be one up for them.
Yeah, Shazam looks promising. But what you guys got? Oh, I know. Michael B. Jordan from
Yeah.
Black Panther, Killmonger.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw a video.
Sexy.
This dude tried out the workout.
Yeah.
Apparently, the dude would do 2 a days and sometimes 3 a days.
Right.
You know what? Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Ooh.
I think he took mine because I was thinking about it.
Because
Rock.
I mean, he looks just so happy all the time,
Yeah.
So I feel like he's a very happy person, and just switching roles with him for a month, like
Mm.
I'm pretty sure he's got some headaches in his life, but like he's in so many movies, he's got so much money. I'm assuming.
Crazy
He,
word.
he
that
was
hurt.
on Forbes Celebrity 100 this
Yeah.
past year.
So
Yeah.
honestly, that's one
as
person I
like
wouldn't
the
mind.
in like the top
That or
5
Terry
spot.
Crews.
Yeah.
Terry Crews, let me
That'd be
say,
great.
is a beautiful man.
Yeah.
Like the amount of vulnerability that this dude shows while still being masculine AF
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
is immense.
Mhm.
Like
Honestly, he's the manliest dude I know, because he's not as manly as he shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
he doesn't have the whole like look at how like beefy. No, he's like Terry Crews.
He's the
like-
most humble person. That
like like I have seen him at his most polite.
Yeah.
You know, you know, he's shown himself to the public as very vulnerable.
Yeah. It's great.
You know, but then at the
Beautiful.
same time, he's not afraid to show off. But like anytime he shows off, it's to back himself up. You know?
Right.
I remember Kendra and I recently
And he's
watched.
super funny too. Like he's
Yeah,
fucking
his character
hilarious.
is hilarious. But we recently watched a video. I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or whatnot of a tour of his house.
Right.
And some of the collectibles he had in there, we had in our studio.
Oh wow.
yeah, so we're like,
my
oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
so cool.
He's a huge nerd.
He's a huge nerd.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
This,
I was
Oh my
surprised
God.
on how big of a nerd Terry
yeah,
Crews
this
was. I was like,
ex-football
oh.
star,
you know,
movie star.
I think I got the
Waterfall.
same feeling when I found out that Robin Williams, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
RIP,
Robin
yes.
Williams.
He watched Evangelion.
Really?
What?
I was
Really?
surprised at that.
I
Like,
didn't
Wow.
know that. Japan, by the way, has Oscar figures everywhere. I'm talking about
I'm
life-size
sure.
Oscar figures.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
life size.
Yeah, I mean, well, you gotta think
we,
about it.
we found one with a mustache on her.
all these movie stars or whatever. You gotta still think. There's still the theater nerds. Or do you see at high school who'd be into weird shit or whatever? If you
Yeah.
ask any of these Michael B. Jordans, Dwayne Johnsons, whatever,
Oh,
you ask
yeah.
them about some like nerdy ass movie shit or any nerd, I'm sure they like watch it a million times over because you can't be in that type of field and not really like be engrossed into type of like culture and different types of things. Like it kind of just comes with the territory,
That's
especially when you
true.
get that high.
So I'm trying to think.
So what person you switching with for a whole month?
So I'm thinking either one of the Chris's or Robert Downey Jr.
Robert would be dope.
Robert would be flippin' dope.
He's got one of the best like redemption stories or whatever.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, he does.
him
Yeah.
becoming Iron Man or whatever. Like I think he was like he was on drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
He was washed up.
He was
finished.
He was at the bottom
Yeah.
of the bottom.
bottom of the barrel. Like literally, if Iron Man didn't pop off and do well, like that,
He
that
was
would have been
done.
it. He was.
Yeah.
I remember the other house tour thing that we watched was also from Robert Downey Jr. And man, he's got a beautiful house.
Oh, I'm sure. Marvel checks
So
Oh, yeah.
like
always clears.
So Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to be Elon Musk because 100-hour work weeks and
Fuck that.
and the stress of
The stress of having your car in orbit.
Always in orbit.
no, but I mean he gets negative press just for being wealthy because of how insanely hard he works.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, I mean, who wouldn't want to be him though? I mean, he's got a big titty goth girlfriend, so
Yeah, that's true.
Does he?
yeah.
He
Yeah.
does.
Who's he dating?
He's dating the lead singer of
Grimes or
God.
some shit?
Grimes. Yeah.
Yeah, Grimes. He's got a big titty. Wow. Shout out to
Big
Elon
titty
Musk.
goth girlfriend, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Man.
I heard he goes to like sex parties and stuff.
I can see that.
I could totally see that
Yeah.
actually.
He'd be a billionaire, yeah.
Yeah.
Get that pussy. Oh my gosh. But no, dude, this has been a fun ass episode of John's Closet. John's Closet episode number fucking 11. You guys want to do your plugs, your YouTubes and stuff like that?
Well, yeah. If you guys
Yeah.
want to go check out our YouTube channel, Guru Media Productions.
Go watch
Um,
it. Do it.
Yep. And just letting you guys know, our birthdays are January 11th. This is the 11th podcast. We were engaged 7-11, and
Yeah.
Oh.
11.
11's their
11.
number.
It's
11
a
is our
running
number.
11.
so that number seems to pop up a lot. So thank you guys for inviting us over to John's Closet.
John's Closet.
John's Closet.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. You make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now, do you guys have other social media?
Oh, yeah, I'm
before
sorry.
We
Yeah,
do
yeah.
have an Instagram
Yeah.
for Guru Media Productions. My
Yes.
dad runs it. Be sure
Oh.
to check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Be
does
sure
a pretty
to
good
look
job
out
running it.
for our upcoming gameplays.
Yeah, we'll have to get those up soon. We got to get everything set up
Yeah.
again
We also vlogged our entire trip in Japan.
for the most part.
So we have all
Yeah.
at Tokyo and our Mount Fuji climb. So be
As
sure
soon
to
as
check
as
that
soon as I
out.
get around to it, just
You didn't like throw fish on people's cars, did you?
no.
no. Trust me, we were very, very friendly to the Japanese people, and if I do say so myself, I think the Japanese people really liked us. We made friends in Japan.
We did.
We did. So we like.
Oh, is that in the vlog and shit?
No.
They are Japanese people really hate to be filmed.
Yes.
They really don't like it.
So the way we met these people, we will leave for the channel. So
Yes.
see you guys there.
Ooh, sneak peek. Yeah, like I was saying, subscribe to our YouTube channel, John's Motherfucking Closet, Facebook.
Go on our Instagram, Johns_closet_. No apostrophe.
Hashtag please sponsor them.
And I did it again. Didn't say my name at the beginning.
You know,
I do it every time. And this is Sydney. Of course, John from John's Closet.
This is John. I'm
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
It's episode 11 with Alberto and Kendra. Peace out, guys.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out, bitches. Oh, sorry, Closet Warriors.